Hey guys, I'm sorry this review took so long. I've been working on this program. Through a bunch of classified information that is classified, so I can't say about it, I've been able to combine two properties and make it into one, using this simple high-tech program. So, what I decided is that I want to take two of my favorite games and two of my favorite properties. Let's see. I love Sonic the Hedgehog, and I love Sonic Adventure 2. I'm going to take that, and take Mario Galaxy, and mush them together. Now, just need to set the factors right, and booyah. Wait, what went wrong? Oh, I didn't set the rip-off points to enough. Ugh, better increase that by 10. And let me just move this off to the side. And Sonic Lost World? What the heck is this? Well, I'm bored, so I might as well play it. I wish I had a case for this. Thank you, Sonic. Such a nice guy, isn't he? Well, I guess it's time to review Sonic Lost World. Sonic and Tails chase Eggman, who somehow got out of that freaky white void, with an animal capsule. Eggman drops it, and after failing to free the animals, Eggman shoots them down.
Whoa! What's that in the clouds?
That must be the Lost Hex.
Wait, Lost Hex. What is it? Why is it lost? Where were they flying to in order to get here? No answer. Alright, let me just take this scene and just put it away for now. He rescues the animals and, hey look, it's Knuckles and Amy. Are they gonna help? Why? Okay. Anyways, he tells them that he only got the one and promises to rescue them. By the way, what is happening to Knuckles back there? Sonic and Tails catch up to Eggman, where he introduces them to the Deadly Six. Why are they silhouettes? All of them appear in the trailers, the opening movie. It's even on the box! Also, besides Zaz, none of them I can really remember their names at the top of my head. Heck, two of the Deadly Six's names aren't even given in the game. You have to look them up. And just so I can get it out of the way, here's the rundown of the Deadly Six. First, you got Zaz, a crazy dude so metal, even his giant ball has a mean face. Second, you got Fat Dude, a Zeddy with the ability to eat giant sandwiches and poop wisps. Third, you got Wise Old Man, the teacher of Zavok and the master of Fruit Ninja. Fourth, you got Nicki Minaj, a passion for fashion and the only girl member. Fifth, you have Goth to the Max, a man who cranked his despair to 11. And finally, Meanie, the leader of the group because he is big and red. Yeah. Sorry about the lack of description there because, well, these guys have very little characterization to them. They really only have one character trait, but with that one character trait though, they do it really well. More on that later. After defeating Zaz, we finally see the Doctor's plan to drain the energy from the Earth below. Alright, time for the scene. Wait, that would mean that Earth is below them. Then how is it lost if it's above the planet? How is there gravity platforming if it's that close to Earth? Where did they come from during the opening? Ah, my head hurts. It's fine to try to give Mario Galaxy platforming, but just make sure that everything checks out first, because things can get really confusing if they don't. Anywho, let's proceed. Sonic then catches up to Eggman, and before thinking, kicks a conch away from Eggman. Eggman then reveals that without it, he cannot control the Deadly Six's ability to control robots, and the Zeddy, with the
Real superpower of teamwork!
Forces Sonic and Eggman to flee. Eggman and Sonic agree to work together to shut down Eggman's machine before it destroys the planet. Now, from here, I'm only going to be talking about the cutscenes that really affect the story, so if you see a bunch of jumping around, it's because of that. We continue to Frozen Factory, where things get too moody too fast. Tails experiences bipolar disorder in Eggman.
I'll get fat from eating your black hearts, you Eggman wannabes!
Whoa!
I will burn your world, you rebellious scum! I will destroy everything you love and make you watch! No!
Welcome! Punch!
Okay. Then Eggman.
Tails!
Sonic finds a capsule end.
It's a trap!
Tails, no!
Tails acted for the greater good. Let's make sure his sacrifice isn't for nothing.
I'm supposed to be the fastest, but I was too slow to save my buddy.
Seriously, did I turn my head too long or something? Why is everything so dark now? Seriously, what the heck? Why is everyone dying in this game? I thought this was for kids. I know that people have been asking for a more serious plot, but random character mood swings and characters dying all over the place doesn't make it more serious. It makes it more confusing. A better plot would have had more serious things going on, but the characters reacting to it as they normally would. Let's proceed. Sonic meets up with Zavok, where he says that Tails is going to be roboticized, and Sonic gives chase. Or he would if he rescued enough animals. Give me a sec. There we go. Back to plot. It is revealed that the planet is still being drained, and so Knuckles and Amy die. Wait, what? They make it to Lava Mountain.
Eggman!
With Sonic on alone, he confronts Zavok. Zavok calls in roboticized Tails as Tails reveals he has free will. You defeat Zavok and reach the control panel, where Eggman reveals he used his fake death as a means to get past the Zeti and construct this robot. It's time for the final. Too bad! Gotta get more flickies. What? We were right in front of him. Why do we have to go save more flickies if stopping him will stop the Badnik machine that captures the flickies? 2 circuit tenths later, we finally beat Eggman and bring life back to the planet. On the gameplay side of things, Sonic is reverted back to his Adventure 2 days, as he now uses the spin dash and the bounce bracelet. New, however, is the ability to run by holding down the right trigger button. What is also new is the ability to kick, and it is sometimes necessary for enemies to be kicked before they can be homing attacked. However, the biggest new thing is the parkour system. With it, you're able to grab ledges and wall run your way through levels. However, for the majority of the game, you never really need to use it. There always seems to be a way around things. In order to activate the parkour system, you need to hold down the run button while you're approaching a wall at any angle. It's simple to understand, but it can be finicky at times and sometimes be annoying. Returning from Sonic Color are Wisp, which Sonic can utilize to get past certain obstacles, for the most part. Returning from Colors is the Cyan Wisp, Green Wisp, Orange Wisp, and the Yellow Wisp. They control a little different from Colors, but their uses are the same. I guess the White, Blue, Pink, and Purple Wisp just forgot to show up today. New Wisps include the Black Wisp, which explodes, the Crimson Wisp, which allows you to temporarily fly, the Indigo Wisp, which allows you to suck in objects and create a ring that grants you a higher jump, and Magenta, which allows you to move along a musical path. The majority of these new Wisps are controlled via tilting the gamepad, which can be very unreliable at times, and unnecessary. For zones, we have 7. They are Windy Hill, the beginning level full of grass and badniks from Green Hill Zone. It's pretty easy, as there's not a lot of enemies that will do serious damage. Desert Ruin, the desert area of the game with the honeybee section. Candy section. This zone really throws a lot of different things at you. Tropical Coast, unlike Desert Ruin, this level stays consistent for the most part. Here you can use water nozzles to reach higher platforms and navigate fruit to reach different parts of the level. Frozen Factory, not so much a factory, but it is frozen, and somehow has a casino. The majority of the levels will make you deal with ice physics, and every level can feel like a maze. Also, terrible snowball. Just gonna leave it at that. Silent Forest, the jungle themed zone of the game. There's a lot of sludge everywhere. And Zone 2 involves a stealth section, and Zone 4 has a ruin in it. Also, there apparently is ice in the forest. Sky Road, the air-themed world. It has a level with free fall and a level where you must run from dragons. And that's pretty much it for the air-themed levels. You got a Windy Hill clone and a level that's pretty much a desert-themed. So yeah. Volcano Mountain, the final area of the game. This lava-filled world will pit you against all of the enemies you faced before and... Water... What? Yeah. A lot of these levels don't really follow the theme of the zone themselves. They're mostly like test levels, just used to test ideas. While there are those levels that I absolutely love to go through and those levels that I absolutely dread stepping foot in, the majority of my problem with these levels is that I really can't remember them after I'm done playing. Because each of them doesn't really have a distinct theme to them, I can't remember them at the top part of my head. The only one I really remember is the dessert, and that's because it was just a bunch of candy. The other levels just don't stick out. The story itself has a lot of plot holes and nothing really is explained. However, character interactions are still loads of fun. Even though each member of the Deadly Six is a cardboard cutout of a stereotype, their interactions with each other and Sonic are very funny, with the occasional miss or two.
The last time we met, you ruined my nail art. Now I have to reapply a whole new coat.
Oh my gosh, are you serious? I am so sorry.
Oh, well, in that case...
Oh no, what I meant to say is, I'm so sorry that you have nothing more important to do in life.
Oh, you're gonna pay for that!
However, the main characters do go through some questionable stages. Sonic goes through a guilt trip for the second half of the game, and Tails has a now discovered intensified hatred for Eggman. Eggman, I can give some props to. He's the only one that actually seems legit. He's just playing up the part and being his normal self, with a little humor.
You, fat one, go take care of that blue pest.
Hey, who are you calling fat?
You!
To comment on the music, I think the music is okay, but not the best in a Sonic game. I especially love Tropical Coast Zone 3 and the final boss theme. The graphics are very bright and it makes the game really stick out from its predecessors. Well, I think that's it for the review. What are my final thoughts? Do I recommend this to new players? Well, oh hey Sonic, what you got there? There's a 3DS version? Okay, thanks then. Along with Sonic Lost World for the Wii U, the 3DS got its own version of the game. Since I have no way of recording footage except for putting my 3DS in front of a camera, I'll be brief. The story, gameplay, and music are the same with some minor differences in the gameplay. The levels are similar too, except for it revolves more around puzzles, which can take you up to 20 minutes to do, which is insane for a handheld. A handheld game shouldn't have things that require you to be in a place for a very long time. When I'm usually playing these games is usually when I'm waiting for something to happen, and it's usually like within 5 minutes of each other. I don't want to sit down for a marathon of a level. Also, these levels are too parkour happy, to the point where if you're not good at the parkour, you're going to be falling down bottomless pits. There are points where they have entire levels dedicated to the parkour system. Also, while the Wii U version had places where Wisp were not really necessary, the 3DS has places where they are required. Most of the Wisps come from the console version, but with this version you have the red Wisp, which ignites you and allows you to fly, and the gray Wisp, which allows you to turn into a boulder. I highly recommend the Wii U version over the 3DS version, but there are some things I like in this version better than the other one. I like how some of the Wisps control in the 3DS version, and the fact that you can spin dash right into a wall instead of jumping into it. I also like the fact that when you double jump, you actually stay in the ball. But with some of the areas in the game, it can really break the game, so watch out. Every time you complete a stage in the 3DS version, you are awarded material, which are used to build the RC vehicles. In both versions of the game, they can be used to assist you in levels or an extra item in multiplayer. Oh yeah, I forgot multiplayer is also here, with people either controlling the useless RC vehicles or playing against you in maps. It's okay, but if you're not good at the game, you're not going to have any fun. I think that about wraps up everything I wanted to say. I would say the Wii U version gets a 7 out of 10 and the 3DS version gets a 5 out of 10. The Wii U version has some good levels, good writing, and good music, but its reliance on gimmicks and its clunky 2D sections hold it back for me. The 3DS version has way too many bottomless pits, way too much use of the Wisp, and way too long of levels. Well, that's it for that game. One thing I do want to question is the physics in this game. It doesn't even make sense. Yeah, hold on, I'm gonna go get my physics book and see if this is actually legit. Well, I couldn't find a physics book, but I did find a history book, so I guess next best thing. There has to be something in here about it. And then... nope. Nothing. Oh. Worth a shot. Guess we'll never know. Wait. Wait a minute. What the heck is that symbol right there? Hey you guys, welcome back to After the End Screen. First of all, I want to say thank you for watching my review. I put a lot of effort into this. I know it's been a long time since my last review, but I had shit to do. There were a couple things that I didn't get a chance to really cover in my review, either because I forgot or because it didn't work or transition that well into it, so I'm just going to cover it right here. One thing I do want to say is that Supersonic is in this game. Now, I made a video already about that, showing off some Supersonic gameplay. There's a glitch in the video, but I really couldn't fix it. Maybe I'll make another video someday, but links down in the description. Hopefully I put it there. It's also in the 3DS version. The second thing I wanted to cover was the DLC that came if you pre-order the game. It's the it's Knights. It's basically it's pretty much a boss rush. I'm gonna put some gameplay over this, so if you guys can hear me in the background. It's basically a boss rush of all the Knights characters. Or it's, I believe, like, I haven't really sat down and played Knights. I've seen gameplay footage of it. It looks pretty cool. But one thing I do want to say that this DLC isn't really that much worth pre-ordering the game for, but it is pretty to look at. And I guess we can go put it on its own merits for that. There's a second DLC called Yoshi's Island DLC, but I couldn't record it. So I'll make a video of that itself someday, and maybe I'll remember to put it back in the description, but probably not. Third thing I wanted to cover, and I'm surprised I didn't put this into the review itself, was the 3DS special stages. Now, I know why I didn't put any footage into it, but I don't know why I didn't mention it at all. Oh, because the 3DS gameplay for the special stages is totally obnoxious. It's the worst thing. It's not required to beat the game, but it is the worst thing in the entire goddamn world. I'm serious about that. I'm just gonna cut to me showing off what the special stages entails. I'm gonna play one of them for you guys in front of the camera, and you guys will see how obnoxious it is. So, cut. It's gonna hurt my back. I'm sorry I'm not showing any footage, but it just has to be seen. See? Expect to be playing this on the bus, you guys. Expect to do that in public on a bus. It's not comfortable. See that? That is bad. But yeah, that's all I can think about. That's all the things I want to say. I can think about on top of my part of my head, except for the fact that the 3DS version has one advantage where you can actually watch the cutscenes and listen to the music on the 3DS version. Wii U version you cannot, and I consider that a crime of itself. But Yeah, just one thing I want to say is that even though I could have played it better, there is brain fart. Think about the end. If you think about the ending, then you'll figure out what my next reviews are gonna be. So I think I've hinted it a lot. So some of you guys probably know what I'm saying. Some of you guys are just gonna have to wait. So see you guys later. Bye.